Pleasant good evening to one and all, and welcome back to the REGTC. It's a big day. It's semifinals day in the Women's President's Cup for 2026. It's our first big game, Millie. You call this one. So this is our first real contest with some stakes behind it.
I beg to differ. Good evening to all our viewers. Those who are taking our commentaries wherever you are, it is indeed a pleasure to be in your company. Doc, every game of this tournament has been a big game, and it meant something. It is the reason why we are here today, because they meant something leading up to today, and today it is all going to unfold here as to who move forward, who will have to regroup for the league.
You see, because I've been around a few environments, and there are certain clubs that have come into this competition and have seen it as pre-season, have seen it as a warm-up for the league.
But it is exactly what it is. President Cup, exactly. It is indeed a warm-up for the league. But even if it is, you can never write off any team. Every game, each game is as important. Why? Because it is the road that leads you to the finals, to the semi-finals. It is the game that tells you where you are at and what you need to do going forward. And so every game is a big one.
But if you're also out there experimenting, you have guys that are only playing 45 minutes on a specific time and limit, because each player is given a certain minutes restriction, then you understand where certain clubs will be seeing competition in different lights to others.
We are not playing youth football. This is not the youth league, Doc. This is not the youth league. And, it is important that we, look at each game as important, because the truth be told is when we would have looked at the games from each game, there was a game that I wasn't here, Doc, and then I looked at it on the live, and it was a back and forth game, and that was a game between the youngsters and the superstars.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. The competition on the field has been excellent in every single encounter. That game you're referencing, well, that was the game that decided these matchups here today.
Indeed.
Because I don't know if we're given the full story as to exactly how it went down.
Yes, we would have discussed that in our last game on the turf.
On the turf. On the women's division we haven't. So let's talk about it, Millie. I have to talk about it for this audience. So in that game between the youngsters and the superstars, it went all the way down.
We'll come back to that, Doc. Let us come back to that as we give the lineups, as the teams are presently on the field. Diamonds will be starting from left to right. From right to left, it's going to be the Youngsters FC in the orange. And the Diamond FC lineup reads: Nala Brooks will start in goal. Number 8 is Adia Linton, captain. Number 2 is Jenda Linton. Number 5 is Zaria Roach. Delicia Harrigan, number 7. Number 13 is Camille Gums. Number 14 is Maven Locke. Number 18 is Casey and Harley. Number 22 is Tanika Woodley. Number 25 is Sawyer Williams. And number 40 is Aya Joseph. And that's Aja Joseph. And Doc, take us through the lineup as the ball has been kicked.
For the youngsters, it is Esther Ward in goal. It's a giveaway by Esther Ward. Adia!
Impossible!
Esther with a cheap giveaway, and it almost cost her team early.
My. What an opportunity in the opening minute. Will that come back to haunt them?
For the youngsters, it's the captain, Sharice Richardson, is in the midfield. Michaela Connor is the number 2. Lala Romney is the number 3. Kay Benjamin the number 6 as Camille is striding away at pace. Camilla's an effort!
Could have taken that ball closer, you know.
I think she was afraid of the pace coming down, bearing down at her there. It's a lot of pace over there on that right back for the youngsters.
But the fact that she was in front, Doc, the player wants the ball, you have to take her out. Just get yourself in between the player and the ball.
It's all good saying that.
That's what experience will tell you.
When you see that pace bearing down at you, you start to panic. Samantha McCormack Fleming, she's the number 12. Tatiana Henry, the youngster, the number 14. Nala Atkinson Connor, the number 16. Cabricia Baptiste, number 17. Shaquila Romney, the veteran, she's number 20. And around the lineup, it's the dangerous, the ever-present Laurel Romaine, she's number 10.
Doc, I'm not sure if you realize that missing from that central defense position
Of course I know.
is
There's no jumbo.
no jumbo. There's no jumbo. And that is a big miss for the youngsters.
Of course. Are they still away?
No, they're all here, but she came back.
Just come back.
That's why we have resumed the female league.
Right.
But someone told me she came back in a cast.
Yeah, you figure so. Most of them, when they come back from, there's always an injury. There's always a niggle when they come back. So you usually see a bit of a buffer period when teams have a lot of guys away, give them time to come back and get themselves back recovered. It's a thump forward. It's a dangerous thump forward. Ade's going to try and track it down. You can see the idea, and you can see the gaping hole in the fence that the youngsters are trying to fill with their star player, Laurel Romaine.
And I tell you what, the absence of Vanterpool already is telling.
I'll tell you, the big difference is that the outlet for the youngsters is going to be a lot. They won't have as much of a threat going forward because they have Romaine, who's been their primary goal scoring threat.
And she has to fill that role.
She has to play at the back because there's no one else. She has to play at the back. And there's no criticism of their back line with her in there because it still remains a very solid back line. But now the threat going forward is diminished just a bit because you don't have that creative drive in the center.
And that combination between her and Lala was telling indeed. But the absence of that, you're not going to get that kind of threat going forward. Kay has, I think age is telling now for Kay.
You never want to count out a wily veteran, but it'll be as good a time as ever to get the OK back. What was the name Johnson had for her? So the shot comes in there, but more speculative than anything by Nala. She's always ready to shoot, Nala is never afraid to let it off.
High boots going against the Queens.
It's good to see Shaquila back,
Doc, your team won this morning.
Well, indeed we did. I'll be very honest. It's been a lot more peaceful watching cricket. Thankfully, with Hetmeyer in form. It's been a bit more secure knowing that you have something in the middle order that can give you runs. We just hope that it's not just another blip for another Valley again, and hopefully it's him finally becoming the batsman he's supposed to be 10 years ago.
5 Guyanese, and then your starting lineup.
Hey, well, So harkening back to the old days, remember the days with Shiv and Sawan and Carl Hooper were all in the lineup?
We're talking about 5 Guyanese. 5 notable Guyanese in the lineup.
Well,
Good ball to Adia. Adia looking back for Camille. Oh, Shakira can play. And one of the things that I noticed with is that they're gelling well.
you can see the idea that Sammy has for each player and their role. You can see it. That's what I like. Nala trying to be creative just ahead of Lala. You can see that he wants Hetman to fill that poor and void. They're coming right at first drop, take advantage of the power play, go for as long as you can. You have Paul behind you.
Indeed. But what about that on the 19 World Cup final?
I'll be very honest, right? I think we're watching. I think this on the 19 World Cup as a whole will produce more international talent than we've ever seen.
Indeed.
I'm looking at every team and I'm seeing some generationally world-class talent. I'm seeing Australia with Ollie Peake. That's a young Steve Smith waiting in the wings at 19 years old.
Rue.
I'm watching Thomas Rue for England as well as the
Falconer.
Falconer played a good knock. I'm telling you, Ben Mays.
Indeed.
Boy, that's class.
Indeed.
I'm looking at South Africa and I'm looking at can't remember the young man's name. I'll get it for you in a second. I'm looking at a very young Quinton de Kock right there. You see
Samuel, is it Samuel you're talking? Oh,
no,
Samuel is
Samuel's Australian.
Australia, yes.
And then of course you have the young West Indian Joel Andrew. We all know what he is.
Oh, you talk about Joel Andrew. Look at
you're looking at Zachary Carter.
Carter.
That young man, I'm still. It's a shame they've allowed him to get this far at that weight, but you can see why they've not told him anything.
What you mean, Doc?
I have inside stories on Zachary Carter.
You cannot cheat them. You want to cheat the man like they cheated.
Lara has a hit.
You want them to cheat him like they cheat the man Cornwall.
No, I wanted them to start earlier so he didn't end up like Cornwall.
We're into the ninth minute of play. It's the youngsters.
Jason Rawls, that's the young man. Jason Rawls, absolute class as well.
Youngsters taking on the Queens. First semi-final game. The winner go forward. Wait for the winner of Eastern the Superstars game. And what a final that would be come the 15th. It's next week. It's next weekend right here at the REGTC.
Excellent ball,
And I tell you what, tell you something as well. There's supposed to be a rematch, Doc. There is supposed to be a rematch on that at halftime. We wait. We are waiting to hear more about that rematch. The government up against media. Well, the government holds the trophy as at present as the defeated media. 4-0.
As far as I'm concerned, the game was rigged.
The game wasn't rigged. Well, Doc, the teams were rigged.
The teams were unbalanced.
They were, indeed. But they still lost. They were unbalanced, but they still lost. Johnson sat in this booth and he said to me, I am going to name the teams. And I am going to name the teams in my favor so that I will win.
That's a very good one, too, between Sharice and Key. We'll get back to that, Millie. It's a very good play there by the youngsters. You can see the build-up they're trying on this left-hand side. Trying to swing this one into a dangerous area. Jendai is unwell to marshal it out. But again, the youngsters try. You can see what they're trying to do. They've recognized that right side of the Queen's defense, or their left side of attack, is going to be the key for them. They've tried in these last couple of minutes to build a few attacks down that side. Looking over there again. But as you were saying, Millie,
Johnson had about 5 national or former national players on his team. He had himself, he had the president, he had Leon, he had Esther in goal, and I tell you what, he still lost. In one interview, I heard him saying, somebody asked, who's going to win? You know what it was his answer? You know what his answer?
What did he say?
6-0, dog.
Well, he wasn't too far off, you know.
But for whom?
He got it the wrong way. He wasn't too far off. Nala's in space. Nala wants an effort. And she had Nala worried. You can see that Nala is not afraid to shoot. You need that, you know. You need that emphasis on the midfield area. Keep the defensive line honest. You have to come out. And that opens up the space in behind for the forwards. It's been a bit of a back and forth flow in these opening 15 minutes. It started off with the Queens and then it's just shifted toward the youngsters in these last 5 minutes or so. Can maybe get another break. That means it's Adea up front. Adea's gonna go round the shoulder. Adea in behind. Adea long touch, and Esther does well. An excellent run there by Adea, you know, right good. Around the back shoulder of Laurel Romain. This game is going back and forth. You can see that both defensive walls are starting to sink in a little bit. You can see the pressure is telling. It's given away to Casey, and that's a great tackle. Adea tries to go around the other side. Still Adea. And Connor does excellently. And away now comes Lala. Lala swings it in. Samantha! Youngsters take the lead. It was only a matter of time before one of these defenses broke. It was the Queens first.
And I tell you what, Doc, it was a miskick there from Roach. Had time to clear the ball, didn't. And in the end, it fell to McCormack, and McCormack puts it away. Her first goal in about 10 years.
I'm just going to say, I don't think I've seen Samantha score. I remember when she first came onto the scene, she was a goal-scoring dynamo for the youngsters. She's found her scoring boots again when her team has needed them most. Youngsters lead early in the semi-final, 1-0. You can see, I was just saying, you can see a goal is coming, you know. Both defenses were being opened up a bit too much. Again, it was that left side. This time it was Lala from her striker position, just shifting over, using her pace against.
And that is always going to be, that was always going to be the problem side.
It's a very young side out there. Because you have young Asia Joseph playing right back. Of course, she's a very talented youngster, but still young, still developing in the game. And then you have Faraz Loek over there on that right midfield side as well, not providing too much support to her defensively as she would need against the pace of Key and against Lala out there. It's a difficult job.
I tell you what, Doc. I tell you what.
Camille?
Oh no, giving away.
I don't know how she ended up in there. Janai swings this one forward. So just at there, that one cut out well there by Nala. Nala gets the 1-2 with Cabricia. Here's Cabricia Baptiste again. This one shifts it forward. One well defended again, of course.
She's rushing the ball.
Indeed, Alicia. The Queens, of course, they were without a few players. One of their key players who would have done some very good work over the international circuit who's out today, young Jordan Henry. It's going to be a very big miss.
It is going to be.
Because in recent times, she's really found her goal-scoring boots become a key figure for the Diamond Queens and for the national side. The referee says, take that back a few yards, please. It's also interesting, you know, because usually you see referees send players back to take throws, but today I saw a referee send a player forward to go take a throw. He told him, you're back too far. Come forward 20 yards, go take the throw. Very interesting. Here's Samantha, who's broken the deadlock between these two sides. So that when they throw in, you see the condensed offensive shape for the youngsters right now. Not much width being provided on that left side. So there's no real option to switch it if they were to try and do so. And there's applying a lot of pressure. It's good work in the end. Very good. That's going to be a great battle, you know. That battle is going to be so good today. Romain and Linton. Cabricia. Camille trying to be a bully in there. And Charisse just boots it away. Like, two experienced heads in midfield for both sides. No, Charisse on one side and Sawyer Williams on the other. Two very evenly matched teams, you know. I think if the Queens are going to get back in this one, it's going to be Camille provide some service and Adair to provide the finishing touch. Or possibly vice versa.
It could be vice versa, very much so. Could very much be so.
Camille, she's very left-footed, you know. And Cabricia knew she was only going left. Delicia. Up and over. Romain does well to get it out. Seeing a few blue shells rolling into the ground as, of course, the second semi-final. It's going to be the Superstars taking on the EastEnders. Yes, Peace on that far side. She needs to release it. She's trying to go on her own, you know. She's down in a heap. Very adventurous run there, but it looked like Connor. And she's down and she's in pain. Is that Lloyd?
It is indeed.
We have a new title for the fastest medic. Undisputed. The only person that can challenge him is Neil.
Neil can do what? Challenge who?
Neil may be the laziest.
Neil, I want you to understand that Tavian has taken the crown over Neil.
No, Neil may be the laziest.
Johnson will be very disappointed if Johnson hear you say that.
I'm always suggesting. It's obviously Cecil. Cecil is the only one that can challenge him. Unless Duncan wants to re-enter his hat in the race. But Duncan has stated he has retired, he's in his own race. We need to have that race, you know. We need to talk to Johnson. is going to be a drop ball restart. Benjamin. She goes down a heap. It's put it forward, but it was put it forward by the striker to the striker position when the one was. Esther. It's a good ball, Lala. Cabricia. Searching. Samantha with Tinika for company. Charisse is a beautiful footballer. Henry. Great touch there by Tatiana Henry. Looks to shift it inside. Delicia for company. Charisse pokes it forward. And in the end, that's well done there by Roach. Just step in front of Samantha again. A big wind up there for a good block by Camille Nala.
That's not Camille. That's Casey.
That's Casey. Very bold of me to assume Camille will be pressing that hard. Here comes Camille. Cultured left foot.
No,
heavy touch.
Heavy touch.
You can see she was looking up for the idea wrong.
Oh my!
Well
no!
She's off, she's off, she's off.
She's offside. Camille could have gone with the ball. She should have gone with the ball. Camille should have gone with the ball. From the time she looked up, she should have seen Adia in an offside position.
Camille will be the first to tell you. She ain't fit.
Should have gone with that ball.
She'll be the first one to tell you. Adia is going to get there faster. Again, there's a lot of pace, this youngster's back line. A lot of pace. Lala does well to win that ball in the air. They can't get a knockdown, however. It's a good strategy, you know. Lala's very tall. You see her challenging for the ball in the air, that's a good sign. Benjamin, that's a very good move. K around the outside of Joseph for company. K twists, turns, shifts, shimmies, back inside. Got her well. Nala is adventurous. She tends to be, but just go on, you know. She'll score one day. When she does, she look like Bino.
Now we are into the 24th minute of play. It's 1-0 in favor of the Youngsters FC. 1 foot into the finals.
A whole foot, Millie?
One, yes, just one.
A whole foot?
Yes. 1 foot into the finals.
So if it becomes 1-1 now, what happens in football?
Well, of course, it's equal. We both have our feet in the door. 1 foot each. Who will be able to put the other one is the question.
So if it becomes 2-1, the other way.
A foot and a half.
A foot and a half.
Yes.
Charisse. Bit too much mustard on that one. Woodley coming up against the former side. She's a captain, you know. Tanika Woodley. One of the big moves in this recent transfer window. Was following in the footsteps of recent youngsters, the Queens transfer that went pretty well for the Queens, being Reba Stark.
Indeed.
Reba University right now, but he's captain the Queens on occasion when she's been here. One of the key figures at the heart of the defense. Forward to K. Benjamin. K. Against Joseph, tried to feed it inside. Charisse was quite on the same page. The game started very briskly, but
It did.
these last few minutes just slow to a bit of a crawl. And I think this is a good time, Millie. Sharice is out. It will be a goal kick. I think it's a good time to do a bit of advertising because you mentioned the big final on the 15th. On the 15th, Sunday the 15th,
Yes,
it's the
indeed.
big $10,000 Valentine's Day bingo, Millie.
Yes. And do you know? Oh no! Oh, that's the most careless bit of football I've seen. And luckily for her, Linton was there.
Well, it may not be the most because what Esther did in the first minute, basically gifting her the goal that she didn't want. But that was almost another gift. Thankfully, it was in a wide position. It's a good take again there by Lala. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Lala at centre forward, you know. Benjamin looks to swing it in. Joseph does well to get the block. Yes, Millie, the big $10,000 Valentine's Day bingo. Will you be getting a ticket, Millie?
I gave away mine already, Doc.
Of course, you have to be here to win.
This is the person I was looking for. She will be pretty much an asset down that in that right back position. Sienna Ferguson.
Well, hopefully, with
When
her coming off the bench and not starting, she can last however long she plays. I don't think I've ever seen Sissy start a game and finish it.
Former Maroon House player. This is one long. This one will run close to the touchline. It will not go out.
She saw the danger and said, that's the furthest and fastest way away. That's where it went. Nala. This is where she's dangerous. She has runners. She sees Samantha. That's a crucial touch there by Tanika, you know. Inadvertent, but it had to be good. It's a good block as well.
Corner.
You see, the Queen's defense, after that mistake, it's really woken up. They're all buzzing around now. Not letting anything get past them, not getting to everything. But from this corner, can the youngsters potentially double their advantage? We've seen Lala win everything in the air so far that's been in her area. Get it into the right vicinity. Could she possibly win this one? It's going to be the right boot of Romaine to take it. Drifting along the ground. Falls for Charisse! Oh no!
Young Joseph. It was going wide of the upright. And young Joseph got a boot to it and got it into the back of the net. 2-0 in the 30th minute of play.
It can only go down as an own goal.
And I tell you
Poor
what,
youngster.
Doc, I am not going to blame Joseph.
Poor youngster.
I am not going to blame Joseph. One of the most senior players should have been holding the back post and not Joseph.
And I think that's exactly what Adea is saying. I think that's exactly what she's saying right now.
One of the most senior players should have been holding that back post, not the young Joseph.
I can understand it because usually when you take corners, your left back takes the front post, right back takes the back post. But because the right back is so young and inexperienced, unfortunately, she put the ball into her own net.
That ball was always going wide, Doc. It was always going wide.
I think it was a case of her not knowing exactly where
Yes,
she
it
was.
was.
She thought she was still on the post. She didn't know she had backed up a few yards. She thought with the ball coming towards her, it's also coming towards the goal.
Had she left that one, it would have just been a simple goal kick.
Indeed. was a good rifle by Charisse, you know. It was a good rifle back at goal. It wasn't too far away. It just needed a bit of help getting on its way there. So what they say now, Millie? If 2-1 is 1.5 feet, what is 2-0?
1.5.
1.5 as well?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
And that is just because the game is this young, dog.
CC Ferguson has immediately gone to warm up. I don't think you could have timed their arrival any better. Driven into a dangerous area. Nala punched, and it can be cleared. Charisse again. Tees one up. I'll tell you what, you know, Millie. That goal speaks to something broader, you know. That goal speaks to the quality of this female division and how much it's improved over recent years. Because long gone are the days where you can throw a talented youngster out there and just say, go and perform. These teams have gotten a lot better. Nala lining it up, gets it back, tees up Lala! A good save by Nala Brooks. You can see, if you just go back to 2 years ago, compared to now, teams have gotten a whole lot better.
They have.
You can't just throw a youngster out there and say, go perform. It's tough. This is a tough league. These are tough teams. These are tough players. So again, it's absolutely no knock on young Joseph. Very, very talented youngster. You're coming up against some veterans in this game, though. How old is Charisse now? I think Charisse will say, I've been playing ball as long as you've been alive.
Before you
were born, honey. I got time in this game.
Indeed.
Clever. Very clever there by Romaine. She can progress it. She wants a long searching pass. Camille with a swing and a miss. Williams and Jendai can get it clear. Breeze here. It's going to find Romaine, who's being adventurous again. Lala's touch is going to find Henry. And she will in a corner. Last time they had a corner from this side, resulted in a goal. Will it be take two?
Now you're seeing on the back post is the more experienced Jendai Linton.
And that's exactly exactly what Adele was telling her. It's a floated ball in, it's spilled, and Charisse
kicks it wide.
Well, again, nervy times the ball in the 6-yard area for the Diamond Queens.
Sienna has changed and is ready to come on.
It's a tough one. Split out wide. Good work out there in the end by like. She can get forward. Adea.
Oh,
Adea.
where is Camille when you need her?
Adea.
Too much.
Romaine just stepped in nicely. Look as a shot. But it was always arcing toward the silent. Esther wants a sojourn. Esther is charging. She runs out of steam. It kicks in frustration. They stayed in, hit the fence. Thankfully. The car park not too far from there, so. Camille. To the Adair. Look at her. Remember I told you, she'll tell you herself. You call that a good old-fashioned crisp. Good touch by Adair. She has a run.
Oh!
The run was a bit too wide, however. She was trying to bend her run around to stay onside, but the arc was a bit too wide. Romaine playing quarterback at the back there. I think she's enjoying that role, you know. She sees the whole field, she can spray the passes about.
He's gonna go out.
A bit of lack of composure there. So maybe some nerves starting to creep in to this Queen's back line. You would think that they'd be saying Fergie can't be introduced soon enough.
I am not sure if I will bring her in just yet, Doc.
That was my next point I was going to come to. Do you, at this juncture, just bite the bullet and say, I won't waste a sub window, let's wait till halftime?
I'm not talking about the window. I'm just talking about the sub. Altogether.
Well, you can make 5. Do they have more than 5 out there? Nah, I don't
I'm
think
only
so.
seeing 3 on the bench, which one is a keeper.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's a tussle. Swung away nicely. Shaquila. Romaine.
Oh, that's not a good ball.
ahead of
That's
Caprice.
not a good ball.
Camila.
That's not a good ball. Ooh.
Caseyana again stuffed up by Romaine, she's done some yeoman's work at the back, you know. She's filled in for Jumbo expertly. Romaine having fun. Was wide here. Connor finding Lala. Lala's fast. She's very fast. She's already created one from that left side. Lala.
Joseph wins it
does
off.
excellently there.
Very good.
Eventually cleared as far as Nala. With it like for company. Finds Charisse. Samantha. Nala. There's good possession football being played by the youngsters. K. Benjamin. Her pass trying to recycle it inside. So it cuts out, and Adea's on the run. She has no real support. She gets around Adea. Her powerful shot on her as well, you know, Adea. She may try to use it and eventually just runs out of gas. Maybe blows a gasket.
Oh, no.
See, she was trying to load up the shot, but she saw that it was a Shaquila that was hawking her down there.
Corner.
I tell you what, you know, the veteran looks back to her best. They've missed her, but the experience that she provides at the back is going to be so crucial for them this year. Just a leadership voice to guide along the youngsters. It's really, especially when you have someone like Jumbo who's coming along as well. That's a teasing corner, but swinging a bit too early.
Too early.
You know what KB wants to do from those sort of angles? She wants the far post.
Yes.
And by far post, I mean the far corner.
The far corner. You go to far corner and you can bend it in.
Yeah, she wants to score it. I think she's scored about 3 Olympicals so far in her short career. Just about kept it in play to Cabricia. Winding up and winding up.
Almost
Needs a
losing.
bit of pass. Especially when you have the simple pass to Nala inside, you have to give it to her. Yeah, three very good ball players in the middle of the park for the youngsters, you know, because you have Nala and Sharice at the base of the pivot with Samantha just in front of them. All three very clever on the ball. Put Samantha on the turn, swinging forward. Lala in space. Lala trying to get there. Nala with some very brave goalkeeping. On the run now is Adea. Adea with Connor next to her. It's very strongly feeling there by Michaela Connor. Bit of a loose giveaway. Camille.
Takes a one from long range.
Audacious. At best. So I think actually the teammates will be saying we were in good positions there. You could have played us through. I like the consistent short build up here for the youngsters FC. No real press anymore for the Queens. Just allowing Romain to scamper all the way through. Lala. That's crucial by Tanika, you know. That's a brilliant bit of work. Well, she's out of position, needs to get back. Sharice swings it forward. There's a big hole at the back. At least he has to get it right. Does just about well enough. Henry and Delicia, very good battle as well out on this side. Two young players. So with national experience, both of them, as this one runs out for a throw. This youngster's ball. She swings it away. Adea takes it down. Williams with a boot upfield. Romain is calmly back to her keeper. Who swings it wider for Connor. Youngsters throw. Thumped forward.
Control has not been the best at all.
Kay's in space. Kay's in a heap of space. Lala. Good work there. Excellent work to recover. Regain position there, Hawley. Again steps out Romain. Sorry, that's Nala.
It's Nala.
From the first step over, I saw, yeah, that's Nala. Henry gets around Delicia. He with a tired boot.
Are we going to see extra time? How much? 1 minute? Doc?
I want to see a couple more. I've liked this half.
We have had 2 goals, so we may just have 2 minutes. Forgot we had 2 goals, yes, Doc.
And a speculative chip forward. It's gone from quick, incisive forward play for the Queens to just direct, hopeful forward play. They don't have any runners going on to the balls. They're just hitting and hoping. It's an excellent bit of football there. Romain finds Henry. Tanika Woodley with some good covering. Woodley does brilliantly as well. Gives it straight to Sharice. Collects it back and deposits it upfield. Up for a throw. The Queens have rejigged their attack in these final few minutes to try and get something to go into the half with. Adea is playing on the right.
She was looking for Camille.
Good luck. This late in the half. Good luck. It's going to be a throw. It looked that way, you know.
Foul throw.
It's a bit illegal, that one. Esther. A bit dramatically in the end comes out for it. A high boot. Again, Lala wins it in the air. I've been really, really happy with Lala's forward play today. Esther again. Senior national number 1 for a reason. Again, Lala wins it in the air. Tries to shift the second ball out. Cabricia. He's going to leave it for Romaine. Cleverly back to Cabricia Baptiste. Charisse.
For some reason, and that's the end of the first half. The whistle goes. The Queens, they trail 2-0. And the halftime refreshment will taste better for the youngsters, Doc.
Well, the Queens had a very bright start to the game. They were pretty much gifted their opening goal by Esther Ward. But Adair only struck the woodwork, and from then on, the youngsters have found another gear, and they lead, courtesy of Samantha McCormack with the first goal, and the own goal for young Joseph the second means that at the half, it's youngsters 2, Diamond Queens 0.
That's where we're going to take you to the break. And when we come back, it's going to be live second half action. Remember, it's a doubleheader evening. It is semi-final number 2. Coming up, it's going to be the Superstars. They will be up against the EastEnders. But for now, it's back to Master Control. Welcome back to our live broadcast. Back here, we are just about to see the teams. They are back on the field and just about ready to go.
And there's going to be a sub as well to start
Yes.
the half. What we expected.
Very much so, Doc.
It's going to be the youngster Asia Joseph coming out and the experienced Sienna Ferguson. As Johnson likes to call her, Miss Fergalicious. She's going to hate me for that. Sissy, I'm sorry. It's my little cousin. She's going to come into that right back position. Very experienced now. You just hope, you just pray. Last 45, please.
Doc, please. We're not going there. Let us not go there, please.
I hope not, really.
Whistle goes.
We're underway. The youngsters are leading here at the half. Some 2-0 with the goals scored by Samantha McCormack. First, it was a defensive mistake, as you can call it, from Zaria Roach. Another defensive mistake by young Asia Joseph. Made it 2-0.
Foul through.
Another foul throw. Odd. This time from the other team, from that same flank. But I've been seeing it from the beginning of the game. I was watching her back foot the entire time. It's been getting closer and closer to rising up. Mr. Lissy Harrigan out there.
That's exactly what you're going to get from Sienna as well, Doc. The ability to hit the ball long over the top. You wasn't going to get that from young Joseph, but she held her own, Doc, and congratulations to her. Young Joseph would have started under these conditions coming up from the youth league. She's a newbie on the block, and basically her second game she would have debuted in Diamond Queen's last game just for about 10 or so minutes, and so today getting her starting minutes.
Thrown into the fire. Thrown into the deep end. You either sink or you swim. Yes, Samantha. I also have a funny story, because he was one of my players at the time. We had a young Keontae Brooks coming through my academy, and I'll never forget the game. We had Aaron Richardson, if you remember him, big Aaron Richardson. He was out injured. Kivoy Lake was out injured. Kerry Gokaran was out injured. We had no other player to put at right back but young Keontae. I think it's, I don't know if I have my record. I know he gave away a goal for sure. I think he gave away one, then he scored an own goal or something like that. It was honestly one of the most terrorizing debuts a Porky could have ever had. A few years later, national team starting central midfielder. It's so funny, debuts can go one of two ways. We get thrown into the deep end.
It can make you or break you.
Literally.
Make
Sink
you or break you.
or you swim.
Yes.
Here comes Nala. She has a drive and goal. You can see what she was trying, Didn't quite get the bend. It was a snapshot more than a placed effort. You can see she was just trying to rest it in that far corner. She's getting closer, Nala. That's not a good kick. Straight to Samantha. Samantha's lighting it up, but didn't quite get the direction correct this time.
You would rather the Tupi Queen take those goal kick, Doc.
Well, it's been taken short this time.
In fact, there's Woodley there as well.
Exactly. Yeah, Woodley was very capable of taking them long. Yes. She would have taken them for the youngsters.
Yes. Didn't remember her at all. She's there and she indeed can do the job.
Another fall through.
Fall through.
Oh, interesting. This time it's Cabricio, the guilty party. So 3/4 of the fullbacks on display today have taken a foul through. The other one that started scoring on goal. Cece, you're next.
she's going to provide the assist.
Is that you manifesting or is that you predicting?
Well, you can take it how you want, dog. You know, Doc, I had Johnston in the booth the last game we played, and it was Predators up against Lions, and we were predicting the halftime score. And my prediction came in the 20-odd minute of play, and I said 6-0 at the half.
I only saw the full-time score. I haven't gotten back a chance to go back and look at the game.
I said 6-0 at halftime. Doc, can you guess the halftime score?
The game, it ended 14. Lions take the foot off the pedal in the second half. 9?
It was 6-0 at the half.
6 at the half?
It was 6 at the half.
Oh, really?
Johnson said it was rigged.
I think it is rigged. Lions never. That doesn't make any sense.
Doc, I said it would be 6-0. And after they scored their 6th goal, Johnson said it was rigged.
They just stopped scoring?
No, that's a halftime score.
No,
I'm saying because the goal came in the 40. I think the goal came in the 43rd minute of play. And I thought it 43rd or 44th minute of play. And Johnson wanted the Lions to score one more, just to prove that I was wrong, because he could never win a prediction. In 2000 prediction, Johnson has won 2.
I think you're being generous, you know.
My.
I only remember 1. I'll tell you what. If you're a betting man, because I know somewhere out there are odds on this league. Whatever Johnson says,
go against it.
Go the opposite.
Go against it.
Do the opposite, you will make your money. Throw comes in. Benjamin swings this one forward for Lala. Shakila, clever. Oh, so clever to get around Casey-Anna. Tanika finds Cece, shifting it forward, looking for Jandai. With Sharice for company. Sharice is going to find Henry. Tatiana Henry. Samantha, good hold up play. And a pop at goal. See the EastEnders making the traverse over to the Annex turf field. Going to get warmer. The semi-final is up next. Camille, showing a turn of pace. Camille, she's gotten away from 2 defenders here. Camille. Try to take it inside and ran it into that wall that's been really stout at the back. Doing a makeshift job, but doing a very good job at the back is Laurel Romaine. Shifted inside.
Offside. She's offside. She was offside.
Benjamin. Takes inside. Nala. To swing it around. She does find Sharice. Sharice saw Lala running. Jandai.
Offside.
She's been leaning for the past 5 minutes or so.
Yes.
Has Mabel Loic out there.
The last play she was also offside because she re-entered play. She went into play from an offside position. We're into the 55th minute of play. 2-0 in favor of the Youngsters FC. Goals coming one from run of play, from an own goal from a corner. Here is Key.
Key Benjamin. Got this one backward for Nala. Twist, turn, shimmy, shifts inside excellently, gets a shot off. But she was crowded by about 6 black shirts. And that's some silky movement in there by Nala, creating space for herself. As you suggested, Miss Two Punch herself is going to take this one.
Tuppy Queen.
So you know where it's going. Boof! Right up the field. I know that too has to be stinging.
No, man. When you have perfected that, Doc. When you have perfected that.
Hey, I'll be honest. When I played, there was nothing wrong with a 2 punch. It went far. Charisse.
But that's one thing you could guarantee. A Tuppy is going to go far.
Hello. Hey.
And it is one of the surest kick.
No, I'll tell you what. For a long time, I didn't have the most powerful kick. So, and I was playing at the back. The ball needs to go out. The toe up the field. So I can't judge anybody.
Well, I still can't kick a football. I still cannot kick a football. That's why Tony took me to task, and he said he cannot understand how his team allowed me to pick up the ball, out of defense, and was able, that's offside by a long way, to bring the ball to midfield and distribute the ball. He could not understand that for somebody who cannot play the game.
I don't understand. I didn't understand it. I'm seeing videos and Millie's like you're stepping into midfield like he's prime Sergio Ramos and Real Madrid are in comfortable possession. I don't understand it.
Doc, I did everything to ensure that Johnson lost.
On the run comes Camille. Her team's currently losing. They need the next goal desperately.
They do.
If it doesn't go their way, good luck. But even if it does, they still need 2.
They need 2. They need the next goal to go their way soonest. Bring the game 2-1 with all to play for in 60 minutes.
Question then becomes...
It's not before the 60th minute, sorry.
Corner. Swings inside as Michaela corner. He's a very adventurous fullback. Young corner, I like that. You know, the definition of adventurous fullback, and I believe it was Keon Lee. This one is swung in and dealt with by Tanika Woodley. It's good to see that these young fullbacks, you're not scared to bomb forward. You have space, you have to attack it.
What is the prediction, Doc, for the upcoming game?
Who's out there? I'll answer that question when I see whether or not Keely's playing.
Keely? Keely's playing? What do you mean?
Are we sure?
What is wrong with Keely?
Remember, she came back from the trip as well. You know, they all come back injured. They all come back injured.
No.
So they have to make sure. Once Keely's playing, I'll give my prediction. Once we're confirmed. Camille gets around the outside. Camille's in space. Camille wants an effort. It was always over. Never quite got the radar right on that one.
Is Phillips there?
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Yes. The team is there. Just waiting on the keeper, but she'll be there.
I wonder if Scully is somewhere wrong.
Really? You ever heard of the boogeyman? Have you never been taught you don't say the boogeyman's name?
Otherwise, you will see him.
He will appear.
You will see him.
I think the Easters will be saying, leave the boogeyman alone, please. Samantha swings this one wide. I look for Tatiana Henry. Romain came out stepping. Cabricia cleaned up. Romain shifts it wide for Kay. That's a great touch by Kay. Kay finding Lala. Crucial challenge. Had to get it right. She did get it right. Casey swings it forward. Good ball by Hawley. Like,
Oh, that's a good ball.
and there in space. And there has an effort at goal. You're never going to beat Esther from that sort of range. You need somebody else. Everything at Camille out on that left side. It's a takedown. It's given straight to Lala. Tatiana Henry. She's fighting, tussling. I feel like that battle out there between Henry and Harrigan. Two young, feisty players. Forward into Charisse. Jindai steps in to be a nuisance. It's up for a youngster's throw. I must say I was really impressed with Katie Durand in that last international window, I'll tell you why. Because for the majority of the tournament, she played off the right-hand side. Usually Kay likes the other side to operate on, or she likes to play up front. So because of how the team was configured, she was supposed to play out of position. But she got a goal, got a couple assists, she played well.
She did.
It was an excellent goal at that. I think it was Mackenzie Nelson put that ball through, and she was about perpendicular with the goal when she got it. And turned, and she fired it to the top corner, chipping the keeper, beating her convincingly. It was a brilliant finish. Throw taken again. They're just shooting now.
We have to. We are into the 63rd minute of play, Doc.
You can still build some attacks. It seems like they're more hitting and hoping something happens,
yes.
rather than trying to create something. Camille needs to be a bit more involved, but I say she's burnt to a crisp. Okay. Cut up by Tanika. Okay, up against Ferguson. Good work by Fergie.
She's not going to outrun Ferguson, is she?
She's fast,
In her glory days, she would have been able to, not now.
I remember it. The ubiquitous key.
Ubiquitous, yes.
Ubiquitous. Are we sure that Miss Ubiquity is not winning a CC in a race?
Gone are those days. Oh, glory days, Doc.
Oftentimes, it looks like a player's glory days are done.
It's just one boss, you know.
It just takes one moment of turning back the clock.
Yes.
Just for that split
burst.
second. See it all the time, you know, that is why these older veterans still get contracts.
I think that's why Johnson think that he could have defeated us, you know.
I think Johnson saw himself in Gardner back in the old glory days and said, yes, we've got this. I remember what we used to do. Fortunately, the knees are about 20 years older. And you're not going to get any taller. Benjamin. Lala. Out muscles. It's like Roach there. Swung inside. Woodley gets a touch. And Sawyer Williams. Booted away. It's a good turn there. Well, Ramin. Now Connor. Lala and McCormack both looking at each other for that one. Nala dispossessed by Jendai. And Nala's won it back. Jendai stayed down on just over.
Well, Sienna goes down.
Ay, Dios mío. It only took 21 minutes? 22 minutes now?
Substitution will come, and that is the goalkeeper. Nala is going to be substituted, and that is for, yes, Laurencia.
How often do you see that? For no reason other than tactically, apparently, unless it is, as I was saying earlier, a minutes thing. You don't usually see keepers getting swapped out unless it's preseason. Looks like there's a brigade waiting for the youngsters as well.
There is going to be a substitution for the youngster, I think. Who is going out? Is it Connor?
Well, the board isn't gone up yet. Coach Karim is he's still taking care of something out there. Looks like Connor is waiting to come off. And she goes back. We still wait. As now it's the other fullback. No, we're gonna resume. So nothing. Lorenzi with the first action for the game. Of course, the established number one for the Diamond Queens over these last few seasons. Lorenzi Warner. Even though...
Now the substitution will take place.
No, it will come. So it is going to be Michaela Connor. She's coming out, and looks like Tamia Brooks will be coming in to replace her.
Yes.
Romaine. Charisse.
You know, there's not a lot of our females heads the ball.
That's why I've been so impressed with what Lala has done today. She's going up bravely to win everything in the air. I wouldn't either. If I had pretty hair like that, I wouldn't be putting a ball on it. Oh no.
Doc, please.
Foul just outside the area. Nothing from behind there. Is this the opportunity that they so desperately need a Diamond?
They need numbers in the box. Proctor is here, Doc.
Yeah. So the keeper was coming.
But she didn't keep it in the last game, did she?
She was working. But from earlier in the week, I spoke to her. She was available for this one, so she was going to be here. Of course, Philip, who came in last time for the Queens, did a pretty good job, you know. And I did my research.
For who?
For the superstars.
Free kick!
It was always
Goes
up and
on.
over. I did my research. Her and Tavia are sisters. This Tavia's older sister came in and did the goalkeeping duties there. Apparently she's not even a keeper, apparently. She's an outfield player. She just can goalkeep. I guess you saw it there. She didn't look out of place at all. Fergie, that's a good kick forward. Lala. Tanika wins the header. Lala. Looking for K. K has Tanika for company. K. Tanika does excellently. Samantha.
Again, she misses the ball.
Samantha shifts it wide here. Tatiana Henry gets crunched in there. Good challenge by Jendai Linton. Goal kick. She had to get it right. She did get it right.
The defense seem to be rushing everything tonight, Doc, and seem not to be able to settle down even at this late time in the game.
Remember at the start of the broadcast I mentioned stakes? Trust me, it's all well and good trying to create pressure and try to simulate pressure. There's no greater pressure than being in the moment in a pressure match. The stakes get a whole lot higher when there's a chance of elimination on the line.
Indeed. At the moment, it is the youngsters with just more than a foot this time in the door. Well, for Queens to have any say in this conversation, they will have to strike and strike in the next 2 minutes of resumption. If not, Doc, we can call it a youngsters, a youngsters waiting in the wings for the winner of the Eastern Superstars game.
Really? I am not calling anything until the referee decides to play 3 blasts of a whistle.
Doc,
I have
I am
seen
that brave.
crazier things
I have.
happen in football.
I have, but it's not going to happen today.
It was just last year when I watched Manchester United score 2 goals in 1 minute to come back against Lyon. Literally scored, they won back the kickoff, and they scored again. Football, such a crazy game.
And it is how big the miss of Jordan Henry is for the Queens. The striking force.
I don't think, in all honesty, that the Queens will be too disappointed in what's transpired today. I think they'll be saying, for the young team that we've put out there, for the inexperience that we started with, for the youngsters to only be 2 goals up, and we're playing without our premier goal scorers, I don't think that they'll mind this too much. Because again, while winning this tournament is very nice, of course it is, it's the President's Cup. The season is the important part. And this is the warm-up to the season.
Camille is laboring.
She's not going to hide it, she's tired. It's not her fault she's still out there. Lloyd's on the run. Back inside was Adair.
Oh no! Was unable to pick up that one. It was a good ball, you know, Doc. It was a good ball.
Again, that's why I'm not calling it. It just takes one slip up, one move at the back where the defense doesn't quite react quickly enough, and all of a sudden Queens are right back in it. Like, it's a heel clipped, and it gives away a throw. A change will now come again for the youngsters. Since Tatiana Henry will be coming out this time. She's injured, so she's going to be replaced. It looks like Samuel, is it?
Yes.
Which one's the keeper and which one's the outfield player? Is it Chelsea or Claudia?
Chelsea.
Chelsea's the outfield player?
Chelsea's the keeper, isn't
Okay.
she?
I don't know which one is the outfield, which one's the keeper. I think Chelsea is the keeper. And they are going on a charge.
Oh,
And
that's
they
a
are
foul.
taken down.
That's a yellow card foul, isn't it?
It will.
No.
No,
If you
it
say
should
no,
be
that
like
was
one.
just a casual foul, careless foul.
Free kick. Can Adair find the corner? Adair does aim for it, but it fell a bit short and it was easy for Esther. A lot of height, a bit of a slice, out for a throw. Camille does well to get into the space, to swing it back inside Sort of the rest she's under there by Cabricia.
It's not Cabricia. It's Nala.
It was Nala. Sienna.
Look at how she just drift Kay out of the way. Just lean a shoulder on her down.
I'm looking at her, and I think she may have caught an arm to the face. In the process of trying to move Kay left one on her. As you're right to do. Again, that's just, as you say, the old fox doesn't learn new tricks. Still 2 goals to nothing. As they've made him run all the way across the field to the other side. They're putting the medic to work. It's going to be the Queens making a change now as Camille is going to finally be replaced. Yes. It's taking them a while. Her legs were completely gone from under her. He's basically wobbling out there. Charisse. Nala. So you're stepping in the way. Loic. Adea.
That's a
One
good
of my brothers,
ball.
Loic, who left it for Adea.
Offside.
Offside.
She should have played it. She should have played it and give her an opportunity.
The flag has.
No, it went up. It went up. It actually went up.
It was up. But the referee didn't look at it and then it went back down, which you don't do. You leave your flag up if it's offside. You can't take it back down. I think to Mark, that's what the same thing that I saw. Gotta leave that flag up. If you take it down, referee will take it as you saying it's not offside.
It's clearly offside.
Taken care of by Roach. Benjamin. Here's Casey at. Composed there at the back. It's not a good game, Ramel. Forward by Nala. Charisse, such a malala. She wanted to press, but that jump, she got a bit of an elbow in her back. I'll leave a stinger. Nala's pass looking in search of Samuel is cut out. On the run again goes Samuel. Well defended in the end. Search of Adea, but the Queens have really not been able to get anything going out of the midfield area. That disconnect between the defense and the attack has been a bit telling as the game has gone on. Here comes Adair.
Well, that's a lovely ball. She's offside. She's offside.
She had no idea. And if she knew, I don't think she would have taken on that challenge from Esther. Well, do you know how the youth games went earlier today?
I know the first game, Lions won that one 3-0 over DFC. I'm not sure how the second one went.
I'll find out. She just got Monica, to be honest. You have to stop that one, yes. You're in the way, official. I think we need to we need to close and lock these doors, you know. I mean, does you know? Sherry's. And there. Sending it forward. The wake is onside this time, but can't corral it. Brooks. Benjamin. Samantha. Scored number 2 today, Samantha McCormack. Well, I need to correct myself, you know, because
that's a good ball. Oh no. Ross was behind Linton and Keisian, who's making the run.
Well, there's improvement this time. They had 2 runners this time. You need the 2. You can't just have the 1. Lala, ever energetic. It's behind Samuel and doesn't get to Benjamin. I need to apologize, you know, because I'm calling her Samantha McCormack because my whole time being injured, from the first time I knew her, she was Samantha McCormack. She's always been McCormack. It's only the last couple of years that Fleming got added on to the surname on my paper. So I need to get used to the Fleming as well. Let's McCormack Fleming. Another foul throw. It's like 4 for the game.
Look, we are nearing full time. It's about 2.5 minutes remaining. According to my time, there's about 2 minutes remaining.
As you can see, Jumbo limping through the stands. She'll be pleased with the team's efforts today. She'll be even more pleased with her defensive line. With her conceded. A clean sheet in the semi-final is a very good way to state a claim for the final. You lay down the gauntlet, the 2 things on the other side. You watch what I did just now. You've seen what we can do. Play your game. We'll be waiting on you. Beautiful football. Lala. Tanika does excellently again. She's had a good game, you know, at the back.
She has.
It's a former side. Doesn't get the results that should have wanted on a return to a former stomping grounds, but it's had a very good game at the heart of the Queen's defense. And Lala, she's been struggling with the back for a few minutes now, you know. And you can see she's gone down, just holding it now. I'm trying to roll herself off to the side. Swung forward, looking for Samuel. Nala. Samuel. Charisse. Nala. Nala hits it!
That's not Nala, Doc. That's Laurel.
Why is she there? Normally, why is she there at this stage of a game when your team is, you're trying to hold on to it, you know when to go to the, why are you there?
Oh, I've not seen the board going up. We have had 90. We have had 90, Doc. So anytime now, that's it. That's it. And the youngsters FC has claimed the stake, or staked their claim into the finals. They will await the winner of the next semi-final, Superstars up against EastEnders. Doc, your last words, your last rights before we go out on break.
Superstars, EastEnders, y'all saw that. Over to you. We've laid down our gauntlet. Y'all go and pick it up and meet us back here next week. They'll be sitting down right in the stands. They'll be waiting. They'll be watching. And I think that they'll be hoping that this game gives them an indication as to what they'll be facing when they come back next week for a chance to start the season on the best note. Final score from your first semi-final, Youngsters 2. The Queens unable to score in this one. Coming up in just about 8 minutes time, or should be about 8 minutes time. It's Superstars, it's EastEnders, it's your second semi-final. But for now, it's Master Control.